Today on the agenda, we're going to talk about this YouTube channel and how it is automated. Hey, my name is Kenny and I run Robinson Handy and Technology Services. And this video, we're going to actually talk about how this channel is automated. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, you just started this channel. How is it automated? Well, here's the thing. This is not my first YouTube channel. This is actually my fourth. The first YouTube channel I had back in college, and I kind of let that one go. The second YouTube channel that I have is the Kenny Ram Dashcam. The third is the Home Improvement with RHT Services. The fourth is this one, because this one is basically a changing of or separating of the content from the previous channel. And so with that, it's like, well, how do you run all of these things and still have time to do other stuff? And a lot of people have asked me, it's like, you got that many channels and stuff? It's like, yeah, but I have automations that run that help the process. And so I'm not sitting here all day running and editing and stuff like that nature. Like, you're going to see on this channel the mistakes that are made, because to be honest, sometimes, yes, it can be worth it to get the video perfect, but sometimes the mistakes actually add value to the video. And so instead of me cutting those out, it's like I'd probably just leave those in and then use that as a teaching point for what not to do. Or if somebody were to have that same problem, use that as a teaching point of how do you fix this. And so with the automation, it's like, well, I can just create these videos, load them into the automation. The automation does what it does, and then it gives me back a final output video. And so what you're seeing is the final output video of that automation. As you see, there's a graphic over there in the corner, and that's part of the automation. Some of the formatting of how some of the graphics that you may see or whatnot, that's the automation. And then the benefit of this automation, though, for me, is that I can just load the files in and it knows how to package them and then store them once it has created this final video, which you're watching right now. So I don't have to spend time loading this in and then storing it and then creating archives and then moving that archive to the permanent archive or so forth like that nature. It knows how to do all of that. And yes, it has taken some time to do it, but it does it nonetheless. And so in short, this is a C# application that I built. And so this is part of the application. I won't go through the whole application in this video, but it is what I call the video processor, and it's written in C#. Now, the C# application does run some commands on the command line as well as moving files around. One of the big things is I use FFMPEG to generate videos. And so as you see, I have FFMPEG as well as FFProbe that is used to not only generate the videos, but to get the metadata associated with the video to see what is going on here or there. And so it is set up in a domain-driven design because I wanted to utilize existing architecture patterns to build out these applications. Now, could I have done it in a console script? A console application or a shell script? Yes. Did I think that would be the best way? No, because of the fact this application is going to run 24/7. It's going to sit and wait for data files or video files that are delivered in an archive package to be presented to it, and then it will process through them. In the ideal scenario, it will batch process a lot of the videos that I create and go from there. Now, the long range plan for this application is to have it where I load the videos on it. It not only renders the videos, it goes and finds the keywords, and then it uploads it to YouTube, and then gets the keywords and the other metadata and puts it in itself. And I don't have to do any of that. That's the long range plan. But as of right now, all it does is assemble and makes and produces a final video with little to no effort on my part, utilizing FFmpeg and FFprobe as well as the tar files or tarballs to actually package the content together and group it so that everything that is with a given video stays together. Now, I know you're thinking, hey, that's a lot, isn't it? And it is. but it works, and it works pretty well. It's taking some time to do it, and even building some automated tests at some point to test a lot of the functionality out has gotten it to work and work very well. Now I modeled this, in case you're wondering, this application after a data warehouse application that I used to support when I did IT support. And the way that application worked was it would receive files from another system to its incoming directory. And periodically it would go check the incoming directory to see if there were any files waiting to be processed. If they were there, then it would take that tarball, unpackage it, do all of the loading of the data that was in that tarball to its database, and then move that incoming tarball over to the archive, and then repeat the process until it cleaned out the entire incoming folder, and then it went back idle. This application is set up in a similar manner, but it's set up a little bit differently as far as the folder structure goes. It does have an incoming, a working, and an archive directory, but it also has an upload directory. And that way, when I come to YouTube, let's say I have my bulk uploading sessions, I can go to this one folder, look in that folder, and upload all the files, the video files that is, at once. And then YouTube allows you to batch upload videos, and then you can go back and edit them one by one. The long range plan for this application though is that upload process happens automatically, and then the application is able to do the keyword research for me, and then it goes and puts the keywords in there, it schedules it, and do whatever else it has to do, so I don't have to do it. But there still will be some oversight there just to make sure it's not messing up or anything of that nature, and to make sure that it is doing everything correctly. So there will be still a human element in the process as far as verifying what it is doing and make sure that it is doing correctly. But as far as letting it do the majority of the work without me having to sit here all day, it's a great process. Now I know some people like, well, you don't get the best edited videos when you do automation. And that is true, because it is limited in what it can do from an automatic standpoint. However, it does bring consistency in the aspect of structuring the videos, because of the fact this automation only knows how to do it, and it only knows how to do it in one particular way. And I have set up the automation to separate the structures depending upon the output channel that it's going to. So my dashcam videos are not structured in the same way as the tech talk videos that you're seeing here, and those are not structured in the same way as the handyman videos that you see on the home improvement with RHT services channel. That being said, you're going to get 3 different products out of this one application. And so and even the Christmas light videos, which you will see here on the channel starting this year, they're going to be structured a little bit differently too, because of the fact the Christmas light videos don't necessarily need to have as much input or graphics, or they do have more graphics than the typical video that you will see on this channel. So that being said, yes, you can use technology to automate your life, and this is one way that I am doing it. If you have comments or questions about this, feel free to drop them down below. Please give this video a thumbs up, and last but not least, please be sure to subscribe. If you want a copy of the source code, it will be on the GitHub link that is in the description. Because this application is specific to me, do note that this application has hard-coded values. So if you want to use it, you're going to have to change the values to fit your needs. All right. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to subscribe. See you next time.